Right, I'm going to get my apologies in early on this episode because you know what I'm like in my maths ability. You know what I'm like for understanding how competitions work. But here's the situation. Here's the pickle I've got myself into. We're going in to this last episode of the season and we could still win the double. We could win the league and we could obviously win the Copa Del Rey, the big one that everyone is after. But I am going to make numerous mistakes this episode trying to work out how La Liga works. The situation. We are 3 points behind Real Madrid. Obviously, one game to play against Real Madrid. They have a better goal difference and beat us 2-0 earlier in the season. I think goal difference is irrelevant. I think we have to beat them, effectively beat them on aggregate over the season. So we need to beat them 3-0, which is a big ask. But if we can pull it off, we could do the most unlikely league victory in the history of the universe. Or my maths could be wrong. Hello and welcome to Club 6, part 37 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two significant games. We're at home against Real Madrid in the league. Neutral venue against Barcelona in the Cup. What is the neutral venue in Spain? We're at the Santiago Bernabeu. Well, there we go. Does that move around, presumably, depending on who's in the final? I guess. But the big news is, since the last episode, we've won a lot of games, scored a lot of goals, not conceded very many goals. If only we could have had this form here, then the whole season would have a very different shape to it at this point. But it means that the league table looks like this, as explained in the intro. So, we're 3 points behind them, 3 goals behind them, but they beat us 2-0 at their place earlier in the season. If we have a look at the rules of the competition, which I guess are in here somewhere. Here we go. League sorting rules. Results between teams, then goal difference, then goals scored. So, if we beat them 2-0, the results between us will be the same, but we get 2 extra goals. So we'd actually go ahead of them on goal difference. So actually, a 2-0 win is enough. But what on earth happens if it's 3-1? I think we're just going to have to try and beat them and then see if we win the league. That's what it really comes down to. This is the team that we're going to be putting out there to try and do exactly that. We are going with the 4-3-3. We've used it for the majority of this run. Moreno has been a superstar. Lorenzo is injured again. Benko not fully fit. So Moreno has just... If we win the league... If we win anything, it'll all be thanks to Tony Moreno, and then we can send him off to Liverpool with our blessing and go back to playing the attacking system next year. I've learned nothing, but this is the team that we put. I can't believe we're in this position. I was sat there on my laptop last night watching these results happen, thinking, no. It got to here, and I'm thinking they're going to think I was reloading constantly. No, and then it's here, and I think. I mean, we've all played Football Manager plenty of times before. I think we all know what's happening here. The game is doing that thing that gives us false hope, and now we're going to lose 6-0 against Real Madrid, and it's just going to laugh in my face. But from the despondency of the last episode, I am now hoping and dreaming, and it's the hope that kills you. We all know that. So our team is Zielinski in goal, a back four of Rybak, Silva, Annan and Gravosti, with Moreno, Ramos and Ats in midfield, Garcia, Korkmaz and Gould as our front three. Cross everything, boys and girls. This is a ridiculous situation for us to be in. And, we're in excellent form, which is very nice. I'm terrified. I feel a little bit sick. Let's just submit the team and just cross absolutely everything. Here we go. We are up and running. There we go. We've got the opportunity to owe Real Madrid after our last game. Remember, although they beat us in the league, we did beat them over 2 legs in the Copa del Rey as well. So the last 2 times we've played them, we have beaten them. So we've got... I mentioned the whole reason we focused on the Copa del Rey briefly and ruined our season with it was because I was looking for a psychological edge over Real Madrid. I was looking for momentum over Real Madrid. Imagine if I end up being a genius because of it, and that's what ends up winning us the league. Right. Oh, we have a corner. Ramos with the corner. Korkmaz, penalty, anyone? I feel like that should have been a penalty. For no reason. There was no foul. I just would have liked a penalty. I desperately don't want them to score. I need the pug mask. I haven't used the pug mask for so long. I've got a unicorn mask now as well. Perhaps I could use that. But, oh, I'm really afraid. Silva, please, can we just grab a goal early on? Or even have them grab a couple of goals early on. I just want it to be decided one way or another fairly early on. I don't want it to be 0-0 in the 70th minute. Korkmaz is in here. Korkmaz straight at the keeper, but we do earn ourselves a corner, and it's going to be Ramos to take again. Can we go 1-0 up here? Ramos floats the corner across, and it's just lumped clear by Real Madrid, who are, defending properly. Let's have 10 minutes of passion just before half-time. We've fired everybody up, apart from Gould, who's just, I don't need to be fired up. I'm just composed. I'm Jason Gould. I'm worth £70 million. Moreno into Ats. Ats, of course, who has been linked with Real Madrid for a year and a half. Remember what happened last time he played against a team he'd been linked with for a while? He basically ruined the Champions League for everybody. Hopefully he's not going to ruin the Liga for us too, or else we might just have to sell him to stop him bottling big games. But with 5 minutes to go before half-time, it's Real on the attack. But in fact, we make the interception. It's with Moreno in midfield who finds Ats. Ats has got options ahead of him, but decided to not use any of them. And it's now with Gould. Gould into Ats again. Make yourself a hero after you were the villain before. But no, it's straight at the keeper again. And I'm not feeling any less nervy going in 0-0 at half-time. We need to produce a performance in the second half. Of course, this is the one scenario that I didn't really anticipate. I'm going to passionately ask for revenge. I was assuming either we win the league or we get thumped to just knock the stuffing out of us. This is, of course, option C. We're in brilliant form for so long and the season just sort of drifts away with a 0-0, which is enough. Real Madrid have come to our place knowing they just have to not lose significantly, as that's just given away a penalty. They're going over to the little telly. I'm going to be furious. If he's done it again, I might just sack him. Forget the 120 million we could sell him for. I might just release him on a free. Oh, it's actually Moreno. Oh, not like this. Moreno has been a hero. No penalty. It's a free kick, in fact, not a penalty. Well, that's okay. I don't mind a free kick. Moreno's picked up an injury as part of the shenanigans as well. We don't really have anyone to bring on for him. I guess O'Neill would be the option. Do we sling an extra striker on? No. Stick Perez up there with Korkmaz. I think that probably... We've got to win the game. There's no use grinding out a draw. We did too much of that early in the season. That's where the season has gone wrong for us a little bit. That we drew too many games we should have won. We've only lost 3 games in the league all season, but we've drawn 9. If we'd have converted just 3 of them to wins, if only. Right, let's get creative. Let's go attacking. Let's try and win this football match. Silva. Back to Zielinski. I should probably adjust the midfield too, actually. Need to be a little bit sensible about how it works. Right, here's Ramos. Still on an attacking instruction for the last 20 seconds or so before it changes. And now Real win the ball back in midfield and they're coming at us. And obviously we don't have Moreno there to protect us anymore. But we intercept the ball. It's with Gould. Over to Gravosti. Just get the ball forward. Somebody. Not there. Okay, there's fine, actually. And he's released Perez. He's got Korkmaz in the middle. Perez squares to Korkmaz. There's a goal. 69th minute. Korkmaz gets his 21st of the season to put us 1-0 up. We're now level on points, but behind on head-to-head performances. 1-0 won't be enough. But it's a step in the right direction, and it's the 2 wonder kid strikers combining together. Now can we grab a second? Ramos with the corner. Falls to Annan. Gould! Oh! I almost bit my finger off. Right. What do we do to grab another goal? Gould is having a really poor game. £70 million we spent on that man. I am going to take off Ramos. I feel like it probably should be Ats. But I'm giving him the opportunity to redeem himself. But let's get O'Neill on in the midfield. Just for some fresh legs in there. demand more. They're focused. We've got 10 minutes. We're going to have to go all out attacking as well. Who have we got on the bench? Abraham. Do we bring on Abraham or Ruiz for Garcia? That's the change. Garcia's coming off. It's just which one of these do we bring on? Should we let the assistant manager decide? He says Ruiz. So Ruiz it is. And then let's go very attacking. And just please grab a goal. Gould with the corner. Perez has scored! I have no idea what happens now. Does that put us top of the league? The league table needs to update. Right. For goodness sake, make some changes, Kev. We're still going to bottle it from here. I know we are. Because I've made 3 changes, there's no way to drop back from the 4-2-4. We've got to stick with that. Oh, my word. Ryback. O'Neill to Ryback. Lumps over the top. Perez. Can't get there, but there's Ats. Ats plays it into Perez, who's in again, and it's just over. Oh, this is worse than when it was 0-0. This is worse than not being top of the league yet. No, Ats has got himself sent off again for sack him. Just sack him. Paul O'Neill has got to be the midfield by himself. One of these two's got to drop back. Korkmaz is going to have to play in midfield. I'm going to have to do that. My heart rate at the moment, 108 beats a minute. Just hold on. Let's praise them if we can. Please don't concede. Please don't concede. I'll be so upset. Gould. Just run it into the back of the net. Ruiz! 3-0 to Sevilla, boys and girls. I still don't know what happens if Real Madrid score now. Do away goals count in this? Does it go back to goal difference? But as it stands, Sevilla 3, Real Madrid 0. We're a minute away from winning the league. 4 minutes away from winning the league because of time added on. Just don't concede a goal, gentlemen. Perez to Gould. Can we grab a fourth? Perez is in. Was he fouled? I feel like he probably was. Just tackling, please. Oh, they're in. Oh, what a tackle from Annan. Doesn't matter that he's a defender with number 11 on his back. That was a world-class tackle. But we've still got 3.5 minutes to try and hold on. Have we given away a penalty? No? Yeah? No. Free kick. Good. Right, Annan. Lumps it forward towards Gould. £70 million worth of captain just hits it aimlessly towards Perez, who chases down the keeper. And we just need to keep it in their half. Just keep running, keep chasing. Just keep doing what we've been doing for this entire second half. What a double tackle from Gould and Korkmaz. You don't expect those two to be doing crunching slide tackles, but they want to win the league. Gould plays it across to Ruiz, who hits the post, a 4th goal, and I would have calmed down a little bit because they ain't coming back from 4-0 down. Surely the whistle's got to go now. Gravosti to Perez, to Gravosti, crosses towards Ruiz, O'Neill, Korkmaz. We've won La Liga from the most ridiculous, unlikely scenario. The amount of times I wrote us off this season, and we've won the league. That, ladies and gentlemen, is spectacular. What a performance. What a way to turn around a season. What a tool bag Ats is. I genuinely cannot believe that. Moreno's injured. Ats is going to be suspended. But we've won the blooming league. And now we get to go and play in the big one and try and win the Copa del Rey to go with it. We did get our transfer budgets. I didn't even mention this at the start of the video. But once we qualify for the Champions League, we've got our budgets through. So we've got a little bit of money to spend in the summer as well. But we've won the league, back-to-back league title. Does it make any difference to my manager reputation? Oh, it does. I've gone up to 4 stars. Excellent. We've won the league. Well, I've calmed down a little bit now. A week has passed. we go again to try and win the double. This could end up being an even better... I mean, I don't think the result of this game is going to have any impact on how good this season has been. We won the league. That's the important... We won the league when we weren't supposed to. That is awesome. We're favourites against Barcelona. Goodness me. Yeah, go and show them why. I'm really glad that noise is happening as well. I mean, I would argue that's probably better than the hammering. Don't even know what that is. I think someone's having an extension built like 2 doors down, which is really handy for someone who records their Football Manager videos in their garage, just because of all the industrial and banging noises that go on all day. Yay. But let's imagine that's not happening and just transport ourselves to Spain, to the Copa Del Rey final, as we try and pick up another piece of silverware. We're getting quite good at this, collecting trophies. Like Korkmaz is in, straight at the keeper though, and but we do win a corner. Imagine turning up in Madrid 6 days after what we did to Real Madrid at our place. I get the feeling we're not very welcome here. In the circumstances, who are the locals hating more? I know they have a strong traditional dislike with Barcelona, but surely it's what have you done for me lately situation, and we ruined their day. We absolutely ruined their day. They were top of the league all year long. They were top of the league pretty much from the first match. Someone will have to go back. This is why we need a Wikipedia page. I need a historian to go back and look at the season. But I would suggest Real Madrid have been top of the league since about 3 matches in, until the 80th minute of that game. And that makes it all the more delicious. Korkmaz. I mean, it wasn't the most efficient way anyone's ever defended a league title, but we absolutely defended it. And now we really, really don't care about the Copa del Rey. But we've got to go through the motions and pretend we're trying to win it. Ryback throws it forward towards Korkmaz, who can't quite get there. And I noticed there was an injury to Ramos, so I think O'Neill's probably going to come on at half-time. For those of you who watch the home series as well, we obviously don't want a Mark Wearmouth situation. Gould squares to Korkmaz, but it is straight at the keeper. He's done as a striker now. He's a central midfielder, as he proved in the last game. He's a tough tackling central midfield player, he's just going to miss tap-ins from now on until I start playing him deeper in the team, which I might do. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Right, half-time team talk. Assertively dig in, give it everything you've got. I would suggest there probably isn't anything else that they have got. We've spent so long this season giving it everything that I just don't see that we've got very much left to give. But we'll give it another 45 minutes and see if we have got anything left. Imagine the celebrations though after the Real Madrid game. I'm surprised any of these lot have passed a sobriety test to be able to play. Korkmaz misses another good... We've had 4 clear-cut chances in this game. I would suggest all 4 of them have fallen to Korkmaz, who's just... I mean, he is drunk. I think Perez probably needs to come on sooner rather than later. Perez, I think, probably the more natural goal scorer of the two as well. So, in fact, let's make that change now, because Korkmaz is having a nightmare. Give Perez half an hour. And we can always stick Abraham up alongside him if we need to, because Moreno's struggling a little bit again. So I think that's probably a change that we need to make. Remember, Moreno did pick up a knock in that last game as well. So let's bring Abraham on for Moreno, and that way we can switch Perez back to being a complete forward. Abraham can be an advanced forward, and we just try and win this game. Perhaps 4-2-4 is the way forward. It certainly worked against Real Madrid. I can't imagine it's going to work very well in games against, against teams that are any good, but obviously Real Madrid are pretty good. Against teams in games where we're supposed to defend, we can't go in with a 4-2-4, surely. Has anyone ever successfully got a 4-2-4 actually working properly? Because I never really have. I've not adjusted the midfield to again, have I? Got to remember to do that when I switch to this system, or else we are going to be far too gung-ho in the middle there. Gabriel Enrique, remember him? Remember when we were sad that we missed out on him? I ain't sad anymore. We've got Perez and Korkmaz. Who needs Enrique? We perhaps would have won the league a year earlier if we'd have had him, but who needs him? We got Ats, and Ats hasn't got himself sent off today. It's a big game, and he's still on the pitch. Mind you, he usually gets sent off in about the 88th, 89th minute, so there's still time for him. Garcia, just wide. I'm tempted to go attacking just to try and get the game finished before extra time, one way or the other. I don't really want extra time because of all that noise. Right, Zielinski, building from the back, finds Silva, Silva and Annan are probably the two who I'm looking to replace this summer. Not necessarily both at the same time, but we talked about this in yesterday's episode. I think it was yesterday's episode, how I'm very happy with most of the squad. We do need some young blood at centre-back, though. There we go. We're not going to win the Spanish Cup. Are you all as upset as I am about it? I'm pretty upset. We're going to go very attacking for the last 5 minutes, and we're going to demand more. But we won the league. This game is a nonsense that nobody cares about now. And is Garcia going to score with the last kick of the game? He's not, because he's floated it over, and no one gets on the end of it. And that's that. Barcelona win the Copa del Rey. So, who have been the real winners here in this episode? Obviously, if we could have only won one of them. There you go, unlucky, who cares? We still haven't won a cup in non-league to legend this year, but we have got 2 league trophies now, and that's the most important thing. Anything else significant happen on here? Nope. Money-wise, we're massively in debt, but hopefully there's more money. Oh, yikes. That's the Never Never starting to bite back. Oh well, we'll do some more Never Never this summer and try and buy a world-class 23-year-old centre-back, and that would be on Monday's episode, the transfer special. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.